Wow!
Amazing! Are all of these really books? This place is bigger than all the rooms in Grey Ridge Chapter Hall put together.
I guess they weren't kidding when they said this was the best library in the world.
Welcome to the Tower of the Way Library. Can I help you?
I heard you know everything there is to know about books.
Well, I can't promise we know absolutely everything, but I think we can look most things up.
Okay. Could you take a look at this book then?
Oh.
What? What's all this?
What are all these...
You there! What are you doing? Get away from the tower and move around to the back of the crowd. Lord Chancellor Valford is about to share words of wisdom with us. Get going!
Chancellor Valfred?
Words of wisdom? Who cares about that right now? Let's just get away from here.
Gotcha. What's going on?
Beloved members of the Order of the One True Way, our future is already determined.
Huh?
Look! The second floor of the tower!
Yes, the world's entire history, its inevitable conclusion, always determined at the moment it began. Therein, beloved members, lies the one true way. It is unfortunate but true that many cannot yet comprehend the way. This leads them astray in unknowable tomorrows, subjects them to unforeseen misfortune. The days of such pain and sorrow, however, are almost at an end. It is coming, a world in which all of us can foresee the entire future that is predetermined. A world of perfect order and peace. A world on the very verge of realization.
What the heck is that guy talking about?
As proof that the day will come, the Order is permitted glimpses of the one true way. For example, I know that lightning will strike this town square during my address.
Lightning? Right in the middle of all these people? Now calm down.
He couldn't possibly know that. Besides, nobody's trying to run.
Huh. I bet even these guys don't really believe in the Order's prophecies.
Now!
Oh, no!
It really struck?
No way!
Nobody's reacting. Maybe it didn't hit anybody.
Behold! That individual has just personally validated the Order's principles. Please, bury him or her with due ceremony.
What?
Is that a body? No! No, 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 no!
Yes, the one true way reveals the predetermined future to us. Not so that we can struggle to rewrite its ending, but so that we can accept it with peace and grace.
Huh?
You remained calm when I warned you of the lightning's approach. I commend you. You understand the principles well. It proves that you are worthy. Worthy of that day. Worthy of the time of the one true way. You will move onto the new world of perfect order and peace. However, not everyone is willing to open their eyes to the truth. Many obstinate people remain in this world. The mainstem of Dunam is the prime example. This goes without saying. They are not worthy. They cannot move onto the new world with us. But does this mean we should turn a blind eye to their misfortune? No, we should not. We must educate, guide, enlighten, attain the one true way together. That is our duty as members of the Order of the One True Way. One world, one future.
What is going on? What's with all these people?
Don't they care that a person has just died?
I can't believe this. Are these people all crazy?
One world. They want the whole world to be like them?
This is the Order of the One True Way?
Are all of these people nuts?
Hold on.
What?
Look.
Those are from the library.
So they're coming after us?
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, there ain't no way. There ain't no way I'm gonna give up these books to people like this.
No, you have the same moves as us. I can't believe you can truly use the Mark of the Stars.
We certainly can't let you go now.
You there! What are you doing?
Huh?
Man, that guy's huge!
General Vaslov? What's he doing here?
One of the Oster folk.
What folk?
The Oster folk. A tribe of giants who live in the Northeast Mountains. I've never actually seen one.
What disturbance is this in the Order's City of Peace? I cannot allow it!
Oh man, another Order member!
Ah! We're caught in the middle!
Uh-oh.
I'll take care of this. You people can go. Quickly now!
Huh? What?
What kind of lawless men would attack young women and children with strange arts? You must be punished.
Now, just one moment. We're on official Order business.
Fools. Everybody knows that only the army is allowed the use of force here in Sinus. Thugs like you on official Order business? Who would believe such a preposterous lie?
But we're telling the truth!
What's going on?
What? Still here? I told you to go! A boy of spirit! Use that spirit to keep those young women safe.
Treating me like a little kid.
Never mind that. Let's just go.
Thank you very much.
Hold it!
Let them go!
You've got to be kidding me!
That was close, but I'm still annoyed.
What a nice man. He had the situation all wrong, though, didn't he?
Did he think I was a young woman or a child, I wonder? We can't relax yet. They might send somebody else after us.
Yeah, I guess you're right. We better get out of here.
did you get back?
Moana!
What's wrong? You look pretty serious.
Order soldiers are coming to attack Citro Village.
What?
We're gonna stop them here.
What?
Moana, what do you want to do?
You wanderers don't want to get involved? You'd better get ready to leave in a hurry.
Well, Hachiba, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna stay here and fight with him and the others.
What? We wanderers travel from place to place as the spirit moves us. We don't get attached to any one place.
This is something I have to do.
Hachiba, that's cool.
Huh?
Really cool. You're quite a guy, aren't you?
Moana.
That's it. You inspired me. I'm not gonna go running away with my tail between my legs now. I'm sick and tired of the order myself anyway. I'm in too. Let's do this thing.
Sure didn't see that coming.
Huh? Book? What's this about?
Just go ahead and touch it.
Okay. Huh? What the heck? What just happened?
You saw it.
I saw some weird vision, and this forest. It never used to be here. What's going on?
Well, what do you know? Moana was one of us too.
And I don't know why, but I feel like stronger now somehow. Yeah, bring it on. The Order's army or whatever you got. I can take care of it all.
Good then. Glad to have you on board.